What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing today? I hope you're excited because today we have our overview of the 2023 Spring Sport Card Expo in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It was a very good expo, very fun. The purpose of this video is basically to show you guys what the expo is all about. If you didn't have a chance to attend, I'm going to be showing you guys some cool displays as well as the layout of the expo. And then, of course, all my pickups and trades I made will be at the end of this video. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure you leave a like on this video. It really helps me grow the channel, and subscribe. It's completely free. Change your mind anytime. Make sure you follow us over on Whatnot, as some of these pickups will be available in the live streams if you want to follow us at Whatnot at ARC Sports Cards. And comment down below if you have any questions about the Sport Card Expo. I'll be sure to answer them. So if you have a chance to check out my last Sport Card Expo video, I'll leave a card to it in the top right now. It's in the exact same two halls that the last expo was in, Hall 5 and Hall 4 of this airport complex or event complex they have here in Toronto. So this is Hall 5, the entrance to Hall 5. As you can see, I went on the Saturday. I did only go the one day, so it was pretty hectic, as you can see, just by all the people. And yeah, just hundreds of vendors. I thought one day I could get through everything. I didn't. I think next time I'm going to try and go 2 days. This time I went one day. I did attend the trade night event at the after party, so I will have some footage from that as well. So this booth here, they claim to have the biggest Josh Allen collection. Yeah, and they have a lot of impressive Josh Allen cards. I don't know a ton about football cards, but I do follow football, and Josh Allen is beloved around this area. Just a ton of great Josh Allen cards. There's a lot of other sports here. I'd say there's more like football back in the November Expo, which makes sense because it was in season. It was mostly hockey this time around, but there was lots of other sport representation as well, especially at the trade night. I do have to apologize if some of the footage is a little shaky. I was just recording this on my iPhone. I don't really have any high-tech equipment because I record most of my videos on my iPhone, just breaking stuff for you guys. And the lighting's not great in some of these shots, but you guys wanted to see more of the card booths from the last video. I noticed that in the comment section, so I tried to show off more of the cards in the booths rather than just showing you like what the area looked like. So this video might be a little longer than the last one, but definitely some nice cards here in this booth. Some all-time future watches from the new Legend series. That's a nice clear-cut Trevor Zegras Young Guns. Nice Kaboom there of Ronald Acuna Jr. Nice Kaprizov auto, Swayman, Iginla autos, Bobby Witt Jr. Basically everything you can find at the Sport Card Expo. Up next here, we have a hockey booth. This is more what I was looking for because I'm a big-time Young Gun guy. I just love the Young Guns cards because to me, they're kind of like the true rookie cards. I don't know. I know some people don't like them, but this is the main thing I was into at the show, and there was lots of Young Guns to go around. As you can see, lots of good ones. Cale Makar there, Leon Draisaitl, Quinn Hughes, PK Subban, Mitch Marner. Yeah, it just keeps going on. There were so many booths like this. Shea Weber, that's a really cool one. I would like to get a Weber eventually. I didn't pick one up this time. And there wasn't as much baseball as I thought I'd see, but the baseball booths I did see, a lot of it was Jays cards because this was a Toronto show. So usually when you go to a show in a city, the majority of the baseball cards or whatever cards will be of that team. So this is a giant Jays booth with some Guerrero signatures. Really cool stuff there, and then some basketball and F1 cards as well. So this is what I like doing at the expo is these bargain bins. There's always a lot of good like graded cards in these bargain bins, not even graded, like raw stuff. I picked up quite a few cards from these bargain bins, but keep in mind a lot of people do pick through them, so it can be a long task just to stand there and go through these bargain bins, but it can be worth it. You can find some good cards. I'll show off all my pickups at the end because I'm a low to mid-end collector, so I'm not really going out buying like $2,000 cards. My budget for this expo was $700. I didn't spend that much, so kind of glad with that. So we will go out for all my pickups, but here's some of the stuff I did pull out of this bargain bin. Some Young Guns for my set, as well as some cool autos and stuff I thought were cool. And yeah, we'll go over everything at the end. This next booth here has some tough lighting, so apologies, but this booth was so cool. Just a ton of the brand new Cup RPAs from 2021. And I was very happy when I found this booth because some of the main cards I was looking for were an Alex Belzile Cup RPA and a Jake Evans Cup RPA, and they had one. And this was probably around like 1 o'clock, and I haven't seen a single Jake Evans Cup RPA yet. So I was very happy when I found this booth, and I did end up picking it up. So I'll show that at the end. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Here's like the shot of like the main area where all the big like vendors are. Like you got eBay there, you got the Mintink guys who put on the after party, you got the Klutz and Chara. Yeah, this is probably the most chaotic area besides the autograph pavilion, which is in the other hall. We'll get to the autograph pavilion later. Yeah, just a lot of people, a lot of chaos. If you want to avoid the people, don't go on Saturday, but it was the best day for me, so that's why I chose it. And yeah, just lots of chaos in this area. So if you keep walking behind that area, you can get to the upper deck area where they have the Breakers Lounge and that little overhang where they're doing a raffle right now. So it is really crazy in this area at the time I was recording this. And yeah, you can see us looking back at where we just came from. And then we're going to go to the grading area next. So this is PSA Canada. This was the line around 1:45, I believe, maybe 1:45. The line, I ended up not going right to PSA Canada. I usually do when I do my grading submissions here, but I decided to wait till later in the day because I wanted to get some cards at the show and get them graded. Lots of grading companies here, M&T grading. Some were doing on-site grading, some weren't. I know Beckett was doing on-site grading for the first time ever at the show. Here's the new grading company Tag, who actually use machines, I believe, to grade their cards. It's a new thing which should be able to help with the difference in grading. And here's just looking back on the Upper Deck Breakers Lounge. You see a bunch of people breaking into boxes, getting those redemption packs. I didn't get any of the redemption packs this time around because I didn't have any luck with them last time. I don't think they're that great, so decided to avoid them. And yeah, you can see there a tag display with some nice cards in there. I don't mind the tag displays. They're not my favorite. I think I like PSA better. And then the Beckett booth, they had quite a line because I believe they're doing the on-site grading. That might have been the reason. And yeah, I've never gone with Beckett. I considered it, but I just stuck with PSA this time around. So this next booth I decided to record for educational purposes because I saw this Brendan Gallagher Future Watch auto priced for $250, which is absolutely insane considering I already picked up a Brendan Gallagher Future Watch auto at this show. I will be showing off at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And it was nowhere near that price. Some of these vendors overprice their cards because they don't look at comps. Some of them just sell at these shows and they just price them however they feel or however much they got into them, sort of thing. So yeah, if a vendor has a ridiculous price and you offer them something way lower and they're like, why is you that? Show them the comps, let them know why you're giving them that price. And if they don't like it, that's their problem. That's not your problem. Shout out to 519 Sports Cards. They're very nice guys. I've dealt with them plenty of times in the past, and they had a very nice setup at this expo, and they've had this setup for a while, but I just think it's one of the best booths at the expo because of the way they have the cards all laid out. I just think it looks sick. They have the prices all displayed so you can see them. You know what you're getting when you don't need to ask them for prices and stuff. Just very well organized, so I wanted to give them a quick shout out. And then this booth here, a lot of cool, I think most of these are manufactured patches, but nonetheless, still very cool cards. Tons and tons and tons of just patches on patches. Some of them I'm sure they're game used, but some of them definitely manufactured. And yeah, this booth was insane. This booth is the same as the last one. The guy was really cool. He let me film pretty much the whole booth. Just RPAs and RPAs. This booth was so sick. And wait till you see their McDavid cards. Absolutely crazy. Their McDavid collection. The lighting was pretty tough on this booth though because of the overhead lights. I'll have to try and find a way to stop that in the future. Like I said, guys, just recording with my iPhone, so apologies if the production isn't up to snuff. We're just learning here. So yeah, very nice cup RPAs on RPAs. Nice Josh Anderson one I thought was sick there. And yeah, very nice cards. All right, now check this card out. These guys had an insane McDavid collection, but this card, 200K, Connor McDavid, Cup RPA out of 12, and that's not even the only one they had. If you take a look over here, they got another one. They got a $250,000 Cup RPA Connor McDavid out of 99. I'm not sure what the difference is between the two. I don't know why that one's 50K more, but just McDavid cards on McDavid. Probably the most impressive McDavid collection I saw at the show. Just tons of McDavid Young Guns, Parkhurst rookies, autos, anything, jerseys, patches, just insane. McDavid on McDavid Team Canada stuff, more relics, yeah, just crazy. And there's one more giant McDavid card they had here on display, another 200 grand one. That just looks like it's some sort of cup patch. And then of course they have the manufactured patch Oilers up there. Yeah, just crazy amounts of McDavid stuff at this show. Me being me, I don't really collect legends and vintage stuff, but I did try to get some nice Broder and Gretzky cards here because I did record a lot of the vintage stuff I realized when I was editing this video. So I apologize to my vintage collectors. It's just not really me. I go for the more modern guys. Nice Bobby Orr auto there. Very sick. Some nice legend cards. I'll try and record some more vintage cards for you guys next time. So here we go. Now this is the hall in between hall 4 and hall 5, if that makes sense. And they have vendors set up in this like connector hall, and this area can get absolutely packed because you have people stopping and looking at these vendors. And honestly, I walked by most of these vendors just because there was just so many people, and I did stop at the end of the day and look at all these vendors, but I would wait till there's a lesser crowd, or either early in the morning go for them or late at night because the crowds do get insane. And here we are now walking into hall 4, which houses the autograph autograph pavilion. This hall is a lot smaller than Hall 5, but you have the autograph pavilion here, so it can get pretty crowded if there's a big name signing. I did actually meet Arbor Jack guy and get his signature. I'll show off that card at the end of the video in the pickups. He's a really nice dude. Got a picture with him. It was great. His line was huge. I saw Bruce Boudreau actually walking down one of the aisles. I gave him a Bruce. He kind of smiled at me. That was kind of funny. There's a lot of big names signing at this expo. For me, I think the biggest name would have been Zdeno Chara. I didn't get a chance to see Chara because I was in the other hall while he was signing, and I was just waiting for Jack guy. So if you're a football fan, this booth was so sick. Just a giant kaboom display of Jalen Hurts along with a Trevor Lawrence signed picture and Patty Mahomes, and then just tons of great football cards, including Jamar Chase, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, just lots of great stuff. I wish I was more into these Panini products, but they're so expensive because these Kaboom inserts are so sick. I think these are awesome. Nice Travis Etienne, couple Etiennes actually, and yeah, some basketball ones there as well. I think those are color splashes. I'm not too familiar with them, so correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Lots of awesome football stuff. And a Hasbula Kaboom? I don't know about that. So that's all the card footage I'm going to show in today's video. If you guys do want to see more, I might have some more, so let me know in the comments. And here's what the trade night looked like. It was a lot of fun going around talking to everybody. This wasn't something I really wanted to attend. It was more my friend, because I knew it would be more multi-sport, because the trade nights I typically attend are just hockey cards. So it was mostly actually football and basketball this trade night, but it was still a lot of fun. Got some deals done still, and yeah, it was a lot of fun right there at the Sport Card Expo to head right into a trade night. So now we're going to head into my pickups / trades. I actually record this at the show. I ended up trading my Michael Bunting PSA 10 and my Quentin Byfield PSA 10 French Young Guns in exchange for $180 cash. I gave him 20 back. And a Garrett Wilson silver rookie card. I would have preferred to get a hockey card in there, but he only had football. So I took the Wilson. Bunting's prices have absolutely tanked. Like his PSA 10 only sells for around $50 now, and I was asking $200 on the Byfield French Young Guns because I've had such a hard time moving it. It seems like people don't like the Frenches, even though they are so rare. I still think they're a good buy, but I was happy just taking the cash, and so I got $200 value out of the two. So $50 for the Bunting, $150 for the Byfield. It's whatever. It's not. I probably didn't win the deal, but I'll take the cash. I'll take a $20 to $30 Garrett Wilson card. I'm happy with that. So I was intending on making a trade-up challenge video, and this was the Travis Konechny I ended with last time. I ended with the Konechny and DeBrusque Young Guns. I traded for Kayla Yamamoto Young Guns. This was the only trade I made for the trade-up challenge, so I'll have to continue it next time. I'll have to go 2 days because I simply just ran out of time trying to do this trade-up challenge. It wasn't my main focus, so I just ran out of time. I'll have to go and try and focus on this more. So this is the first of 3 trades I made at trade night. I ended up trading my PSA 9 Mason McTavish Young Guns, a Bowen Byram Young Guns, and a Michael Bunting Young Guns in exchange for Shane Wright Young Guns and a William Nylander Young Guns. A very good trade for me, I think. I don't know. It's kind of even. He gets the graded card, but he's a really nice guy. He knew he was kind of doing me a favor, so I really appreciate him. Shout out to him. Really fun night, meeting lots of people. I just got tired at the end of it because we've been trading and talking cards for 11 hours at that point, so I didn't make as many deals at trade night as I would have hoped, but we'll go over all the other deals I made at the show now back at home. I also need your guys' opinion here. They gave away these very sick hit mats, I guess, or opening upper deck mats at the trade night, and I was able to get one. What do you guys think? Should I leave this on the desk for the videos? I've seen other YouTubers do them. I don't love this one. It definitely looks nice. You got spots for the inserts, the packs, the rookies, the top loaders, the foil packs, and whatnot. I think it looks all right. We'll have to see how it looks in the actual video. So let me know if you guys like the mat, or if you want to see the mat go. Let me know down in the comments. So here's everything I picked up at the Toronto Sport Card Expo. I'm just going to go through everything in order and let you guys know what I picked up. Pick up 2 cards I don't have in hand because I sent them away to PSA. I'll throw up pictures on screen while I talk about it. The first one is my Arbor Jack guy, Young Guns. I got signed. I didn't pick that up at the show. I picked it up before the show, but I got it signed, got it inscribed. Very nice looking signature. Very excited to get that one back from PSA. And the other one, I picked up a Brendan Gallagher Future Watch Auto with the upper deck seal still on it. The guy said he got as a replacement, and those typically grade well. So I decided to send it in with my PSA submission. I do already have a Gallagher Future Watch Auto, but it was a very good price. I ended up paying, I think it was $55 Canadian for the Gallagher Future Watch Auto. So yeah, I was happy with that. Figured I might as well send it with PSA. Like I said earlier in the video, my budget for this expo was $700 Canadian. That trade I made was very early on, so automatically I had an extra $180 to add to the budget. So my budget went up to $870. I didn't even come close to spending that much. My first purchase of the day was picking up this Mikko Rantanen Young Guns. He had it marked at 40. I ended up paying 35. Offered him 30. He said he'd do 35. Overall, that's Rantanen's one of those undervalued Young Guns in my opinion. And if Colorado can go on another cup run, I'm very confident in this card gaining some value. So nice pickup there. It was just a cheap Cole Caulfield Allure rookie. I ended up paying $5 for this. The guy was kind of going all salesman mode on me, and I wasn't really gonna pick it up. But then I was like, all right, I'll just do this guy a favor. So I got that for $5 for the PC. And I'm just going in order for my sake and make sure I get everything. This is when I then did that trade I was talking about earlier, where I got this Garrett Wilson silver and some cash, so that's good. Then I went bargain bin hunting. So I got all these cards for $30 total. Includes a Darnell Nurse sign of the times, an Alex Tuck sign of the times, a lot of sign of the times, getting Dadonov sign of the times, a Tanner Pearson sign of the times, and then some Young Guns, Series 2 Young Guns I need for the set, Riley Walsh, the checklist, Regenda, and then Ethan Prow there. So yeah, overall, decent pickups. The Young Guns for my PC. The sign of the time stuff will be available in my Whatnot streams if you guys want to check those out. Up next, we have this Bowie Young Guns. I ended up paying $15 for this. The only reason I picked this up is because I ended up trading my only other Bowie to get the Jack Eye Young Guns I got signed. So went ahead and picked up another Bowie for my collection. My favorite pickups of the show I then picked up next after I saw that Cup RPA booth I was talking about earlier in the video. I picked up an Alex Belzile Cup RPA as well as a Jake Evans Cup RPA, and especially the Evans Cup RPA. What a sick patch. These cards are basically for my PC. The Belzile is 165, the Evans is 175. The patch on the Evans is way nicer, which I'm happy with that. I ended up paying $50 each for these. That in the market $75. So overall, I probably overpaid for the Belzile. It's selling right now for $50 Canadian on eBay, but it will drop pretty fast in my opinion. Like I'm not surprised that that'll be a $20 card come next season. Jake Evans currently selling between like 75 to like 100 on eBay, I think. But $50, very fair price for that. He wouldn't do just $50 straight up for the Evans, so I said, you know what, I'll do 100 for both, and he said sure. So overall, I'm happy with it. I had two cards I was really hoping to my collection, and yeah, the Jake Evans RPA was the main thing I wanted to find at this Expo, and this was legitimately the only one I saw all Expo. Next up, I picked up some lower-end Young Guns for my set. Jordan Harris, one of the only ones I'm still missing from Series 1, ended up picking up that. I still think I need one more Young Guns from Series 1. We also picked up Braden Schneider and Bobby Brink, some more Series 1 cheap Young Guns. I ended up paying $10 for the Harris, and then I think I did $5 total for these two. So yeah, solid pickups there. Next up, for my set, Carter Verhaeghe was one of the ones I was missing for 1920 Series 1. The only one I'm missing now, I think, is the checklist. I think I need the checklist with Lafreniere on it. I'm pretty sure that's the only one I'm missing now. I ended up paying $10 for the Verhaeghe, which is right around comps. I probably could have found one for $5 if I really tried, but I just decided to get it over with. I've been looking for this one for a while. So then I made a trade. So if you guys remember, I had a Cole Caulfield Young Guns SGC 95. I'll throw it up on screen if I have a picture. If not, you're just gonna have to trust me. So this Caulfield SGC 95, I was debating about cracking it and sending it to PSA. Also I have a Josh Allen SGC 85 that I was debating about cracking and sending to PSA. And if you watch my videos, you may have seen them in the background here. So I decided to crack both of them. I've never cracked a slab before. I cracked the Josh Allen one first because I figured if I screwed up, at least it'd be on the Allen. I cracked the Allen one perfectly, but when I cracked the Cole Caulfield one, I scratched the card. I was very annoyed, but I scratched the card, and so I wasn't going to send that one to PSA anymore. I did send the Allen to PSA, but I was able to trade the damaged Cole Caulfield Young Guns for this Uri Slafkovsky Young Guns. I didn't have any Slafkovsky yet at this point, so it was a 1-for-1 trade, Caulfield for Slafkovsky. They're both selling for roughly the same price right now, but obviously Caulfield with the goal scoring has a much higher upside, and with the damage on it, it was basically an even trade, 1-for-1. He gets the Caulfield, I get the Slafkovsky. I'm happy with it because the damage, I was really annoyed when I damaged it, and now that I got a Slafkovsky for my collection, very happy to get something out of a negative situation. Very happy with that. So then we did the trade I talked about earlier, the Travis Konecny for the Kailer Yamamoto, so I also have that here. And then I also picked up $200 in wax. I think the best things to get at the Expo are actually wax because there's such good deals on it. Like, you'll never find wax cheaper. So when they do these special wax deals at the shows, I wasn't even planning on picking up wax. I had to for the channel because you're never going to find better prices than at these shows. After I picked up the wax, after I picked up that Yamamoto in the trade, this is when we headed in the trade night. I did some trades at trade night as well as I bought some cards at trade night because I got really good prices on them. Like I said earlier, we got the Nylander in the right from that trade I discussed earlier, and then I also got another Arbor Jackeye Young Guns from trade. So this is my third Jackeye. I still have two of them here, and I have one of them at PSA that I got signed. So for this Arbor Jackeye Young Guns, I traded a Rasmus Anderson Young Guns, a Radko Gudas Future Watch Auto, Matt Boldy Blue Rookie Dazzlers, and $5. So very happy to add another Jackeye to my collection. I wasn't planning on doing this, but the same guy I did the right Nylander trade with, he had two Slavkovsky Young Guns, and he offered me them both for $120, which I thought was a pretty good deal considering some of them, not all, some of them was sold for as low as 80 on eBay. Some of them was sold for as high as like 100 recently. So 120 for both, I thought it was a really good deal. I could, if I want, I could add these right on eBay and try and get $100 out of them. That might be what I do. It might be available on my Whatnot stream. So if you guys are interested, make sure you follow us over on Whatnot. Yeah, very solid price, $60 each for Slavkovsky Young Guns. Couldn't pass that up. Another card I purchased at training was this Matt Boldy Young Guns, and his price has dropped recently for some reason. Not sure why. I picked this up for $30. I have seen comps at around 40 on eBay, which kind of surprised me. I'm not sure why they're that low, but typically this is like a $50, $60 card. I've even seen these sell for higher than that. And Matt Boldy, an exciting young player, and who knows, if the Wild go on a run this year, he'll be a big part of it, and his card should grow. Yeah, very happy to pick that up for $30. Last card I picked up at trade night, another card I bought was this Caden Gooley Young Gun canvas. I don't have Caden Gooley's no normal Young Guns yet, but I saw his canvas and I offered the guy $20 for it and he took it. So I was happy to get that. A PC card, very nice one. So in total, guys, I ended up spending $465. My budget was $7, and I also made that trade to get some cash in. So I ended up spending $465, and that $465 does include the $200 in wax. So considering I got all of this stuff for $265, that's pretty good. Considering a lot of these cards, I think I got for undervalue, and I think I could flip. And yeah, I think a lot of these cards have room to grow, and I think these Sign of the Times are pretty cool. They make good mystery pack hits as well if I can't sell them on Whatnot. But if anyone's interested in anything you see here, let me know. Obviously some of the stuff is PC, like the Cup RPAs I was saying earlier. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. So sorry for the bit longer video, guys, but I want to thank you all so much for watching and supporting me. Make sure you guys subscribe and click free, change your mind anytime. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed, and if leave a comment down below if you attend the Sport Card Expo, what you picked up. I want to hear your comments, and yeah, let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you follow us over on Whatnot at Arc Sports Cards. Take care. Have a good one.